Hello, everybody. I'm Ed Parcaut with Brian Galke. Yeah, keep talking, will you? We're trying to start the live. All right, it's Tuesday.
About the New York experience.
Yeah, are you in New York right now?
Yep, I'm here because I speak at Inmen Tech. It's their flagship event. So I speak tomorrow at 11 o'clock, and then I've got a conference room from noon to 1 just to interact with guests after I get off stage.
No, I want to bring this up because someone said the other day AI stands for almost intelligence.
Yeah.
It's pretty noisy there.
Is it?
Yeah. I'm just saying people came in, I can hear them. So
yeah, no, they were putting ice in the machine over here. I'm in the lounge at the Hilton.
Oh.
So I tried to go to the lobby, but there's so many realtors and brokers here all socializing with each other that there's no way that was going to work from out
it's Inman. I mean, that's what they're there for.
Yeah, 1,100 people are here for it.
Yeah, it's a good thing. And again, back to the AI thing, I think it's really important. But we are seeing some AI bubbles out there, of course, which is going to happen. If you don't think it's going to happen, you're crazy. Everybody's jumping in trying to do all these different things. The thing I love about what I've learned so far is, so when you do blogs, coming up with the idea, writing the blog, posting the blog, having it come out. Well, with Lovable, I have made it automatic. So it writes the blog, it posts the blog on a regular day every week on the websites, and you don't have to update it. You don't have to go in there and update the website. It automatically updates to the blog, which is amazing because that takes and please no VAs get upset at me, but that takes somebody out of the whole equation that you don't need anymore.
Right. Well, that's what everything is about. That's what you and I have been consistently talking about for the last year is AI will streamline and or eliminate jobs. So that's going to be one of the slides in my talk tomorrow is they say that AI is going to take care of 60% tasks that people do today. So the company's going to say, well, why do I pay you as much as I pay you? So people are either their jobs are going to be eliminated or they're going to take a reduction in pay.
They're just going to actually here's what's you're going to be more productive is what it's going to be. There's not going to be all the middle management. There's going to be upper management and lower people because they're able to they don't need that person always because they have something helping them oversee what the numbers are. That person who used to be in between there, the buffer, they don't need anymore because they have AI that can tell them all the numbers and everything else. Is AI perfect? No. It's almost intelligent. And that is so true. The other day when I heard that, I was like, I wish I would have came up with that first. But AI is great, but it's not 100%. It's not there.
Right.
I'm building so many different things with it. And it's amazing, but there's still, you got to check. One of the things I was building out, which is my VA disability site, and it was connecting secondary. That means like if you have knee issues, you could have a low back issue because of the gait difference. Or if you have one shoulder bad, you compensate with the other shoulder. And then now that's a secondary condition. You don't have to connect it to service. What I'm getting at is it's that you have an elbow issue. You should connect that with your knee. I'm like, okay, what world are you in that those are your knee bones connected to the elbow? And so at that point, I had to tell it to put in a medical understanding of a body and other stuff so that then it will never make that mistake again. But you have to put safeguards in to protect certain things so it knows where to go to get the information. Otherwise, it's going to hallucinate.
Well, that's so many people are using it to write legal arguments also without understanding the law. And they're getting in trouble when they go to court because it's okay to get guidance, right? But to your point, you still have to do your own research and talk. So people are quoting like family law, state law, all these things, and with no basis and knowing if they're even accurate. And so they're misquoting things. And when those things go in front of judges, they look at go, no, completely wrong, kick it out. So I mean, even what was it, a year and a half ago, there was an attorney who tried to use it and it actually created case law that didn't exist.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why you have to ask it all the time. If you're writing something in ChatGPT or something that's writing for you, please verify this. When I created my thing, I have this thing called 38 CFR. It's where all the information is about every issue that you could have with your body that the VA will cover. It goes to that database to get the information. It doesn't go and search it and come up with it. It's limited to what it can search and everything else.
Right. It doesn't create, it verifies.
Correct. It just grabs the information and that's all it is. It's just a record keeper. And gives you the information from the records. And then there's another 21-1, which is all of how the VA does it. And then it has that information in there. But one of the things I came up with is, and I'm sorry, I'm talking about my stuff. I always talk about my stuff. Sorry, Brian.
Yeah.
But there's this guy out there who is a VA raider who puts all this content out. and he tells you how to do it. And I've learned so much watching him in the last 2 weeks, more than I knew in the last year. So I knew nothing 2 years ago. I know so much more now. And then in the last 3 weeks, I know so much more. So I took I have a VA Raider database now inside of this thing that it knows the process currently from a VA Raider, and I constantly will update it so it knows the current process and how to do it. So it's smarter. It's just like somebody like me understanding at all times.
Oh, okay. So for those of us who aren't veterans, what's a VA Raider?
It's a Veterans Administration. They rate your disability. Okay. They're the person who goes through what you said you have after it goes through all the documentation they connect the two, and he rates you, and then he understands the process. He understands the whole thing. This guy he's been in it for so long, he's retiring, but that what he just knows, like we know certain things that we've heard out there, how people do it, but now he is the Jesus of this industry. You know, I mean, the book about here's the Old Testament, here's the New Testament. This is what you follow. This is how you do it. And that kind of stuff. And so what I'm getting at is whatever you make, build in a database of where it needs to search or whatever you're doing so that you limit what it has access to, and then it can go out and get new stuff that gets in that database. That way it's you're still going to have a 98% chance that it's not going to hallucinate, but there's still that 2% chance that it could come across and do something like your elbow's connected to your ankle or something.
Right. Well, so back to what you were talking about. So for anybody using AI, it's give it credible sources to look at, not creation sources. So if you know where that information is, you know people in the industry, YouTube channels, their websites, anything, Discord servers, give them information to look at and review versus go and create. And that's the whole thing that's kind of nuts about AI is you can do so much more than you could even a year ago. So now you can upload PDFs, you can upload pictures, and it dissects and breaks down. Like I had it upload my speaker one sheet, and it gave me, and I did it in Perry's version, and it had me rewrite the entire thing. And now it looks great. But it couldn't look at pictures and read words a year ago. But now you can say, go check out my website, look at this PDF, look at this JPEG, look at whatever you want, and it can analyze everything. It's nuts.
Yeah, because that same system, you can upload your DD-214, which is a document you get out, only vets know, has all your information, where you were, service, where, did you go to Iraq, did you not, your duty stations, all the things, your job titles, everything. So it grabs all that information and puts it in about you, so it knows in that database what you can be connected to and everything else. But I had to create the, OCR stuff to be able to do it. And then one of the issues is, well, we want a PDF that's been a text-based PDF, not a picture PDF, right? It's what I'm like, okay, well, there's got to be a way, because this worked over in Lovable. Oh, and so it got like an attitude, and it fixed it. It found the right way to do it. What I'm going to is now I can upload all your documents in there, and it grabs all the information, so you don't have to type anything.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, it just AI is endless with what it can do. I don't know. Did you watch the AI Morning Club today with Perry?
No.
It seems like he's making a shift more and more over to Gemini, because now Gemini connects all your Google Docs, everything else, and you can create gems, I guess is the equivalent of a GPT, where you can do custom ones, all that. So I wouldn't be surprised if from now on we start seeing all the information that comes from Perry comes over from Gemini. But he has
Google, right?
Yeah, that's Google.
Yeah, well, that's because they have the search engine and everything else.
Exactly. But it also, because he has it read his emails for him. So he goes and says, go read my 275 emails, tell me which ones are important, highlight it. So because it ingrained in with everything, that's what it seems like he's leaning towards now versus ChatGPT.
I can't do that. Because I have stuff in there that is mortgage stuff. I don't want it to know everything. That's the other thing you got to understand is whatever it reads, somebody else can now get that information. What I mean is the smarter you make it and tell everything about you, unless you can stop it from updating everything else, everybody's learning from what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, Adam Lyons, I spoke at his event 6 months ago, and I got done doing a 45-minute presentation. I walked off, and in 5 minutes, he had a GPT that was 60% of what I can do. He's like, go research Brian Galke, look up the face method, add these things, add in these books, and yeah.
Yeah, but it's not you. And that's why I told you one of the things you need to change your talk to is how to connect in this AI world, because then that's everybody. I'm telling everybody in another year from now, 2 years from now, everybody's going to be wanting to talk to you. They're going to want to see you. They want to make sure it's you because AI, they're just going to be tired of the AI stuff.
Yeah.
They're going to want human connection again.
Hey, I know we were going to cut today short. One of the speakers that a friend of mine's husband is speaking, he's getting ready to go up here in 10 minutes. So I'll have to pull it out in the next 5.
That's fine. We can call it early. It's a Tuesday anyway. We haven't been here because we've been so busy, and I'm trying to get my stuff done. So because my other job is getting busier, and I'm trying to get this finished, and because we need it for the other job. Problems, I tell you.
Yeah, first world problems.
Yeah, and eventually I'll be shaved when I'm done with my Veterans Administration appointments, VA appointment.
Yeah. Okay, you won't look homeless anymore?
Huh?
So you won't look homeless anymore?
Yeah, that's right. Well, you know, the thing is, like, goatee is greater than my rest of my beard, and so I keep pulling it down backwards. Otherwise, it'd be out this way. You know, like Steve Sims used to do. He'd pull his straight down. Yeah. And I can't get it to lay down. I've tried everything. So
beard oil.
I have it. I've got conditioner. I got everything. It's just my stuff is just too wiry. All right, you want to take us out because you got to get going. All right.
Yeah, I got to get going. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining in. Parcaut and myself here on Aces53. Today's a Tuesday, which is always just Ed and I talking about what we're trying in AI and other platforms, what we're playing with. Then on Thursdays, we sometimes bring on a guest. We call it Joker. What's a Joker? It's somebody with a special skill and talent that we want to learn from and share information with you all at the same time. So with that, bye from New York. Thanks, Ed.
All right, we'll talk, dude. Give me a holler later after your thing. All right, bye.